So for the first batch of articles that I got for you, rare W coming from one of the most evil corporations of all time. Matter of fact, I think EA won worst company in America. What year was that? That was 7 years ago. The worst company of 2013 and continuously always in the top 5, top 10. Not worst gaming company, but the worst company of 2013. Electronic Arts is back in the headlines. And this time it's for something actually positive. I was shocked when I read the headline for this article because they did something that wasn't about their pockets. And we're going to get into it. But before we do, friendly reminder, I am giving away a free Steam Deck for the month of December 2024. If you would like to win a Steam Deck, all you got to do is click the link that's pinned to the top of the Twitch chat and follow the instructions. If you're watching on YouTube, first of all, hey, the link is in the description box below. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link, follow the instructions, enter the giveaway for a Steam Deck this month. What up, Trey? We see you. But let's get into it. Rare W from EA. EA makes photosensitive and speech recognition tech patents open source. In 2021, EA made a pledge to let the wider game industry use its accessibility-related patents at no cost, and now the publisher has added 23 new patents to its lineup. So not only did they release these patents to the wild, meaning anybody can use their tech that they've developed for accessibility reasons, they're also continuously updating it. As of today, third parties can freely use patented technology such as improved speech recognition, simplified search tech in games, and the ability to create more personalized speech. The broad aim is for this tech to assist players with speech disabilities or those who need help verbally expressing themselves. For developers, EA suggests they could use this technology to make it possible for those players' speech to be more effectively recognized and reflected in-game in a way that is representative of their age, emotion, language, and speaking style. Another patent highlighted is an internal plugin for Unreal 5, the woke engine, according to Twitter, that enables in-engine use of EA's previously open source photosensitivity analysis tech, Iris. This plugin now allows developers to catch potential photosensitive issues in-engine in real time as they run on games. The sooner you start testing, the sooner you'll find the potential issue, says Iris engineer Blanca Makazaga Zuzu. Shout out to Blanca. According to her, not many free or easy to use tools for photosensitivity analysis were available prior to Iris. The free access takes down 2 barriers with 1 stone, which she called an incredible feeling. You guys get the gist of it. So for those of you not following, basically EA has made it easier for more people to access the games that we enjoy, because keep in mind, not everybody is blessed with the same, 10 fingers. Well, somebody out there's got 5 fingers. I mean, not everybody's blessed with the same 10 toes and 10 fingers, or you might have eyesight problems or hearing problems. You might have speech problems, and there are different tech out there that help people play games, and EA is making it available for everybody. So if you're a game developer trying to find ways to be sex before marriage is bad, accessible to people, you can actually use their patents. Because if you're not familiar with patents, when you develop an idea, you go to the patenting office, you file it, and people cannot use that idea unless they pay you. Then you can sue their ass. That is the reason, fun fact, why we have never seen the Nemesis system in another video game, because WB Games, dumbasses, patented that technology, and now no other developer, no other publisher or studio, unless they're under Warner Bros., can use the Nemesis system that was found in Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. But I'd argue karma's a bitch and the chickens have come home to roost, because ever since they patented that technology, instead of letting it flourish, the publisher, the studio, has gone all downhill. None of their games are succeeding. Matter of fact, we just read an article yesterday that stated rumors are claiming that Warner Bros. Is about to shut down the production of Mortal Kombat 1. I'm waiting for you to finish the news so we can play Rivals. Ain't nobody trying to play with you. So on this stream, we like to rag on EA, Ubisoft, Activision, The triple-headed demon.
Sub just reminded me to unsub from Poison Ivy's OnlyFans before Selena sees this month's bank statements.
Yo, shout out to Just Pans with the sub. On this stream, we like to rag when these companies fuck up. I think it's important to also be equally responsible and at least big them up when they do something positive. Just know when you do something wrong again, EA, I'll be there, like Batman. Just like my notification just played, the bat signal will come out and we're gonna cook your ass. Shout out to EA. Other news I got for you. We got some history-related news. Grand Theft Auto was exclusive to the PlayStation. That's right, kids. There was a time when Grand Theft Auto, it was the era of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. It was exclusive to PlayStation because Sony was worried about Xbox. Let's read along. In the early 2000s, Sony faced a new competitor to its PlayStation business when Microsoft launched the original Xbox. With the new competition sparked a genuine concern from Sony that led them to getting exclusive release rights to Grand Theft Auto games on the PlayStation 2. Chris Deering, the former president of PlayStation Europe, recently spoke to Game Industry Biz and shed some light as to why PlayStation wanted an exclusive agreement for GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. "We were worried when we saw Xbox coming," Deering said. "We knew exclusivity was the name of the game in a lot of fields, like Sky TV with sports. Just as Christmas was approaching when Xbox would launch, a few of us went out to our favorite third-party publishers and developers and we asked them, how would you like a special deal if you keep your next generation game on PlayStation exclusive for at least 2 years? And one of the deals we made was with Take-Two for the next 3 Grand Theft Auto games. At the time, it wasn't clear that Grand Theft Auto 3 was going to be as huge as it was because it used to be a top-down game." Deering added that PlayStation was lucky with the deal because of how it paid off for the company. "It was very lucky for us," he said. "It was actually lucky for them because they got a discount on the royalty they paid." Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bruh. Did I say Skype? My bad. Sky TV, my bad. Get the fuck out of here. They just wanted to lock in IPs for the PlayStation 2. They probably got it for a cheap price. Because keep in mind, this is before GTA was GTA. Because fun fact, kids, Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 wasn't really successful. They were top-down games that were on the PlayStation. And I think they were on the PC as well. But Grand Theft Auto became Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. So back then, they really didn't have Rockstar didn't have the leveraging power. So if I had to take a wild guess, Sony probably got Rockstar for a very cheap price. They got an exclusive deal with them. The games blew up and it sold PS2s because of it. Right place, right time. Word on the street is that the R has a second GTA 6 trailer ready, but they're holding it. You talking about Rockstar has a second trailer ready, but they're holding it until they complete their deal with Sony. True. Hopefully that's some gameplay if that is true. But ultimately the games came on Xbox. Yeah, we know. Thank God exclusives are kind of fading away. Yeah. As exclusives fade away, if they want to continue to produce platforms, hardware, they're going to have to find other services to entice people to come to their platforms. I think Xbox has the right idea with the Game Pass. I think they just need to get more. They have a lot of great indie offerings on the Game Pass. So if you're a gamer that loves everything, you're going to love the Game Pass right now. But in order to get those mainstream normies who only play Madden, Call of Duty 2K, it started with Black Ops 6, but the Game Pass needs more Black Ops 6s. I mean, they have Indiana Jones on there, but that's an acquired taste. They have Bethesda games on there. Hardcore, but they are an acquired taste. I think they need more mainstream games on the Game Pass, but they got the right idea with the service thing. I'm curious to see what PlayStation's going to do in the future. Or will things just remain the same? I survived. I lived through the 7 a.m. to 3:30 shift. Shout out to you. We need more quadruple A games. Shout out to Ubisoft. There's a lot of indie games on Game Pass. Yeah. If you like that type of stuff, it's good for you. They have Bethesda and EA Play. Yeah, but Bethesda games are still an acquired taste. The people who play Starfield, Skyrim, Dishonored, they don't necessarily play Call of Duty. I mean, obviously you and we probably play those games, but that's not always the case. And it goes both ways, funny enough. There are people out there that will only play Skyrim, that will only play The Witcher 3, they'll only play Mass Effect, but they will never touch a sports game. Matter of fact, when I worked at G4, we had to beg them to let us do fucking videos on sports games because there is a segment of the gaming community that are fucking snobs. and feel like if it's not an RPG, a platformer, an RTS, like a certain type of more hardcore game, you're not a real gamer. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, it's the same thing. You know, if you play anything outside of Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, you're a fucking weirdo. You're not playing fucking college football, you're a fucking weirdo. So it's very rare that a game crosses over and appeals to both markets. Keep that in mind. Is there intersectionality? Do these people exist? Yeah, because like I play everything, but that's not the case for everybody. Those sports segments were fun. They were fun, and like I like sports games to some degree. Did you see the First Ascendant added a black man? Hey, drop 5 subs in the chat for even asking me about the First Ascendant. Don't ask me about that shit. No more. Hey, listen, no more PS4 questions for the rest of the night. Will TVH dedicated mobile gamers are more of a gamer than casuals? Oh yeah, you got the mobile gaming market too. There's a lot of people out there that don't believe mobile gamers are gamers when there's a lot of hardcore games on mobile. Just get a controller to play with them. Yeah, we're not playing the First Oppressant. Next article. Rumors are pointing to a new Steam console from Valve. Ladies and gentlemen, are the Steam machines back? Valve appears to be developing a new standalone Steam console for players. According to recent rumors and findings from various Valve data miners, the Washington-based company is working on a new traditional system known as Fremont, that's the code name, along with the Steam Controller 2 and the Deckard VR headset. Yo, the Steam Controller was fucking ass. That shit was terrible. In a series of posts on social media, Valve insider Brad Lynch, posted that he considered to be signs of the new Steam OS hardware. First, he discussed why it couldn't be a dock for current devices like the Steam Deck. Lynch said that the evidence suggests a full-size HDMI port being hardwired to the card directly as opposed to being connected via USB-C. All references to the Fremont ensure checks for a full-size HDMI Type A port you'd see on a TV-focused console and other desktop computers that don't have a dedicated GPU with its own HDMI ports. In other data areas, it shows AMD's Lilac board being used for development while the final board is being completed with firmware specifically developed for this new device. It's also shown that the Quanta computer, the manufacturer of the Steam Deck, is providing feedback on this new system. Translation, this is probably going to have more gigawatts than the Steam Deck, okay? Valve has not commented on any of these rumors, and as such, everything here should be taken with a grain of salt as it's not confirmed. It's worth noting, though, however, that the company has approached the 10th year anniversary of when it released its first Steam controller and Steam machines. So the question I have to ask to the chat is, would y'all be interested in a Steam machine if they did announce one? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't give a fuck. Just built a PC, who cares? The only way this is going to be competitive is you have to give it the power of a high-end PC on a budget. If you do not give me the power of a high-end PC, and I'm talking about a 4070 with at least like 32 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 9 at a budget price, we don't care. And let me tell you why we don't care. It has to be the budget price, because if they're charging full tower prices for a condensed form, you might as well just build a PC. Why? Because then you can, when you're ready to upgrade, you can customize and further upgrade that PC. But if you give me a high-end PC in this small form factor, I can't upgrade it, and it costs the same price as a full tower, what's the point? At that point, just buy a fucking PS5, which we know PS4 niggas can't. Steam Deck can't run Crysis 3 on ultra settings. Right. Remember when that was the standard? Biggest downgrades of console TVH is the online fee for all play. True. That's one of the reasons the original Steam Deck failed. So hopefully, if this is real, because keep in mind it is a rumor, if it is real, they learn from their mistakes and it actually is a quality product. Next, It Takes Two developers' next project name and release dates have leaked. A few details on Hazelight Studios' next game have leaked ahead of schedule. According to the ever-reliable Bill Khan of D Labs, we will be seeing a release of the studio's upcoming game, reportedly known as Split Fiction, as soon as the 6th of March 2025. The game will reportedly be available on PC and unspecified consoles. Allegedly, Hazelight, best known for their couch co-op platformer It Takes Two, will share a trailer for Split Fiction this month, likely at the Game Awards next week. Okay. Premiere. The awards are scheduled to take place on the 12th of December. Blah, 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 blah. And then he tweeted, Hazelight's founder, Joseph Ferris, shared a tease on the studio's yet to actually be announced game early this year with an enigmatic post on social media, which promised a brand new IP. Getting a lot of questions about our next game. Here's a tease. It's a brand new IP called... Can't wait to show it soon. You seen IGN let go one of their hosts over a mobile gaming sponsorship they had? Nah, why'd they let him go? Was it a conflict of interest? Maybe they had like a different mobile sponsor. Hopefully this is true. I loved It Takes Two. That's one of my favorite games in a while. Also, if this name is real, Split Fiction, it's going to be another co-op game. Because why else would you have that? Because remember, the last two games that they had, which was It Takes Two and A Way Out, they were both co-op games where the screen was split. So that makes me think this is going to be another co-op game too. And to that I say, we welcome it. Always creates funny moments. We'll see next week at the Game Awards. Instead of A Way Out, A Way In. Whoa. If you're using Game Pass, would you rather buy an Xbox Series X or try to build a PC? Depends on your budget. If you have a budget for a PC, always build the PC. But if you're on Xbox, that's fine too. Apparently, it was previously approved. Ban overlap. Let's see. I'm sorry for you. This is ridiculous. Are you serious with this, IGN? You let one of your best talents go because of a personal sponsorship that probably had nothing to do with you. I hate to break it to y'all, but we all have personal brands and we're all doing things outside of our jobs. Y'all better get serious because this is egregious. Oh, this is one of their biggest talents too. I know this one. The Stella chick. What'd she say? They hating?
Hey y'all. So you may have noticed that I've been more online and streaming this week during the daytime. Unfortunately, after almost 5 years at IGN, we've parted ways. I wish I could say it was amicable like every other breakup post you see in the industry, but unfortunately, that was not the case. The company terminated my position over a sponsorship deal I had taken for my personal brand and channels. The deal was with a mobile company that had previously been approved. Now the company takes issue with it.
Oh. So she went to IGN. They approved that they were okay with her working with the sponsor, and then they pulled the rug under her later. No bueno.
I am extremely grateful for my union, who has been supporting me actively this week and doing everything they can to get clarifications on current policies and working on getting fair treatment for me and, more importantly, others going forward. Currently, the union is working to negotiate the termination since the unit council and guild reps feel my termination was an overreaction to something that could have been easily resolved.
This is why unions are important.
Now, I wish I could say more, but I can't say more on this currently since this is an ongoing situation, but I wanted to make this announcement since this happened
Little
this
protection
Monday at around 4 p.m. after the holiday weekend, and it's been weighing on me. I've had some time to process my feelings, and I won't lie that it's still, like, I still feel pretty gutted. And
that sucks too, because like you're thinking you're about to just go to work, and then your whole life just gets uprooted over fucking Block Blast and the console game with mobile level graphics, or no, the mobile game with console level graphics. What's that shit Siggy be playing?
My words. With that being said, for the time being,
Raid Shadow
I'm
Legends.
open for work. Just a reminder that I'm still a kick-ass host who can do award presentations.
Go ahead and pick her up, GameSpot.
And commentating, informative dev or player interviews, game reviews, and game consultations. I still plan on staying in the industry, whether I work at IGN as an independent or find another outlet or agency to work with. So, thank you for listening.
Free agent. Somebody pick her up. Kotaku, Polygon, GameSpot. I'm gonna say that this is one of the few people I know from IGN. And hopefully she gets on her feet. IGN, no bueno. Y'all can never catch a W, man. The Verge, something. This is not my shit. All right, what else I got for you? Oh,
so the game don't.
This came across my my For You page, and I thought I'd share it. It's from a creator named PyMatt, which I think is short for Pierre. Apparently, remember that game we were talking about yesterday, Delta Force? A lot of people were asking me if I was going to play Delta Force, and then I pulled up the reviews and it had mixed reviews, and I was like, no, thank you. We got other games to play. Apparently this shit is spyware. Let's check out what he has to say.
So the game Delta Force Hawk Ops just released, and it is absolute dog shit. It's not even a gameplay problem. There are so many restrictions to play this game that it makes it unplayable. These are the things you cannot run while playing the game. You cannot have a USB drive. You cannot have a hardware macros. You cannot have DMA bridges.
What does that even mean? Like, I've never heard that before. Hey, you better not have a USB drive in your PC when you play our game, or we're going to turn that shit off. Like, what?
Run this in a virtual machine. You cannot have speed hack software.
Is it Chinese? It is.
You can have the game open while having another application open. This guy says the anti-cheat.
You better not have a web browser open while playing.
Installs kernel level spyware, which in and itself cannot be uninstalled when you uninstall the game. Meaning that when you downloaded this shit, right, and you try to uninstall the spyware anti-cheat, it can't come off the fucking computer. It keeps these services in your computer even if the game is uninstalled. This shit is crazy. For anybody out there that was thinking about playing this game, man, I know it's free to play, but bro, I would wait, man. I would fucking wait. Because y'all do not want spyware on your computer in which you
shit.
still fucking there. Y'all be safe out there, bro, because
You uninstall the game and it's still on your fucking computer, and you niggas was asking me if I'm gonna play this shit? Why y'all always want me to play these garbage ass games, bruh? I sit on this stream, hey, you should check out Astrobot. That shit corny, bro. That shit for kids. Okay, you should check out Metaphor. That shit is corny, bro. I don't like turn-based RPGs. Okay, check out Stellar Blade. Man, her ass too fat. I don't like that shit. I want a game with a flat booty bitch, bro. But then you'll come in my stream and be like, yo, you should play the First Descendant. You should play fucking Delta Force. I don't want to play none of this shit, bruh. I wasn't gonna play it anyway, but now that I just love when the jokes, I love when something presents itself to me to reinforce my argument. Once again, I was right. The chat gets an L, bruh. Because you're a gamer. That's what I'm saying. We really game over here. Fucking Marvel Rivals came out. Path to Exile 2. Path to Exile 2 has like 1 million people on fucking Twitch as of like this morning. I don't know if it still does. But let's see. No, wait, live channels, categories. Let's see. Path. Yo, y'all need, I hate this interface on fucking, oh, it's right there. It has almost 500,000 people watching. It's bigger than Marvel Rivals. Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold up. Where'd it go? Can you, oh, right there. Boom.
Thanks for the follow, but unfortunately,
Has almost 500,000 people playing. This is a free-to-play game.
You hear that, Shadow?
They saying this shit is better than Diablo. Yo, who just shout out to who just followed. They saying this shit is better than Diablo. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'm kind of interested, but I don't have the time. You said it is, but this is free to play. Why are y'all playing the First Descendant and Delta Spyware? We not playing this shit. No, thank you. Actually, it's not even free yet. When does it go free then? I think it's paid early access. Well, eventually it's gonna be free, right? You should play only up. It is and it isn't. It's in early access. Well, eventually it'll go free. When does it go free for everybody? Free probably next year. Keep in mind it's December. Yeah, okay. But hey, I'm trying to give y'all options. It's just better than the first depressant, the first disappointment. Shout out to the 500 people we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button. That's why Delta Force is not on consoles, because they can't install the spyware on the Xbox and the PlayStation. They won't let them. The first defection. In more depressing news, Ubisoft shareholders are in talks over possible buyout terms. It's that time of the year where we hear about Ubisoft might sell out. The question is, who's buying in? The best time to sell out is when your stock is high. And the last time Ubisoft stock was high was probably Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Although I didn't like that game, that was the best-selling Assassin's Creed last time I checked. They broke all kinds of numbers. That was probably the last time you would have been able to sell. Right now, the stock, if Ubisoft was a stock, well, actually, it literally is a penny stock. Hold up. Ubisoft share prices. $2.76. I know it's called penny stock, but I believe the actual definition of a penny stock is anything like below $10 or something like that. Let's see, penny stock definition. Oh, never mind. Valued at less than $1. So it's not a penny stock. I take that back, but it's close. It's close. It's fucking close, chat. You said buy? No, I'm not telling you to buy nothing, nigga. This shit is fucking close. It's hanging on by a thread. The The Guillemot family, which is the largest and founding shareholder of Ubisoft, has reportedly been in talks with Tencent, which owns a 10% stake in the company, and other shareholders in recent weeks about funding a management-led buyout. The people said that the Guillemot family would like to retain control over the company, but Tencent has not decided whether or not it will participate in the buyout and increase its stake in the company. Tencent is said to have asked for a greater say on future board decisions in return, which the Guillemot family has not agreed. These niggas, bro, at Ubisoft. You push the company into the dirt. Somebody comes in is interested in buying you guys, but you're saying, hey, we'll let you buy us as long as we're still in charge. That's not how it works. It's not how it fucking works. Because if your company was doing good, you wouldn't need a damn buyout to stay afloat. If they're gonna come in and spend some money, they're gonna want a say on your games. And guess what? If Tencent of all publishers buys your game, oh, you thought the microtransactions was bad now? Oh, ho, ho. Those skins that you were able to just unlock from playing Assassin's Creed, now you got to pay $5 for a blue one, for a red one, for a purple one, for a yellow one. Why you would ever want to put yellow or red on an assassin, I don't know, because they're going to see you coming, but discussions are reportedly ongoing as Tencent would like to prevent a hostile takeover of Ubisoft by other investors. One person said Tencent's plan is to remain patient and wait for the Guillemot family to agree to a deal. Both Tencent and Guillemot's family declined to comment, but a representative for Ubisoft said, "We remain committed to making decisions in the best interest of all our stakeholders. In this context, as we've already indicated, the company is also reviewing all its strategic options." All right, so let me break this part down for you guys who are not, like, you know, business savvy. Right here, they're saying that Tencent wants to play nice. They want to propose a deal that makes both sides happy. But also, if you read between the lines, it doesn't say anything that says they won't do a hostile takeover. Discussions are reportedly ongoing as Tencent would like to prevent a hostile takeover of Ubisoft by its other investors. But they're not saying they won't. If you don't know what a hostile takeover is. So when a company IPOs, it goes public. When you start a company, let's say you want to start a company tomorrow, it is a privately owned company that you run. But if you want to scale your business to the next level, you have to IPO, which puts it on the trade market, and it allows people to invest. Whatever app you use, whether you use one of the traditional, banking methods, or you use one of the new mobile ones like Webull or fucking Robinhood, it allows the people to invest into your company, which in turn gets you more money and allows you to scale your business. That's the pro of IPOing or making your company publicly traded. The downside of that is when your company becomes publicly traded, the person or persons, because it could be a conglomerate, that owns the most share in the company owns the company. So what I'm trying to get at is Tencent is trying to cut them a deal that both sides like, but if they want to, they can drop a bag and take that bitch. That is what a hostile takeover is. And if Tencent buys out Ubisoft, I would argue that's going to really be the end of the company. Because Tencent is going to nickel and dime the fuck out all their goddamn games. And it doesn't guarantee that anything is good going to come out of that. We haven't heard anything about Assassin's Creed Jade for like a year. What happened to that mobile shit? Good job breaking that down. I get tired of like repeating myself, but then I realize, like, I know, like, I joke about it, like people having like the 7th to 8th grade reading level, but like that's why I'm starting to repeat myself more, because like I feel like we all got to do our part. It's funny, but then it's not funny that most people can't comprehend. Like 50-something% of Americans are functionally illiterate. So if I can do my part to break things down as simple as possible, I will. That's how companies work. So don't be surprised if Tencent takes over their shit, basically. We bring all the old Splinter Cells and Prince of Persia games to current gen and PC. It's free like money. It takes time. It takes time to develop those things. I don't know what happened to the Prince of Persia remake. That's a dangerous statistic. It is. Do your part. Read. Other news. Marvel Rivals that came out yesterday, and Marvel Rival players are complaining that nobody's playing healer, and the grizzled Overwatch vets knowingly nod in solidarity. Less than a day after launch, the Marvel Rivals subreddit is abuzz with discussions about the strategist role. Those are the healers. This is where all the healers are. Like Jeff the Land Shark, Rocket Raccoon, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know. Most folks are gravitating towards the duelist, though. I can back that up. Yeah, we know. But what are people saying, though? At least I played a lot of Luna and Rocket during the alpha and the beta. Me ready to branch out. I don't even need to read this. I already seen this on Twitter. I know what people are talking about. What this article is talking about, because I've seen it on social media. People are complaining that nobody wants to play tank or healer. Everybody's just playing the damage characters because those are the cool characters. And this article is kind of presenting it as if like it's a Marvel Rivals problem. I've been said that this game was going to have this problem. Any type of team-based hero shooter, any type of objective-based game where you play with another team, there's always going to be certain characters that people gravitate towards and they're going to try to hog them. And the solution to this, and it's always the problem with this game, is you don't solo queue. You want to have at least 3 people, if a full stack if you can, but you want to have at least 3 people to run. Then just, yeah, I said this is going to be the game's biggest problem. You cannot play this game by yourself because when you do, it's going to be a bunch of dumbasses running around. So if you want to play this, it's just the caveat when it comes to hero shooters, make sure you have some buddies to run with so at least you can control some things, because when you play with people, then you can communicate, hey, you run tank this time, I run DPS. You know what I'm saying? You run healer, I run tank. There are just way more damage dealers in this game. That is a problem too. There's too many DPSs. I did say that too. And hopefully they rectify that, because Marvel has tons of people that can beat tanks. Where's the thing at? Where's Juggernaut at? Where's Colossus at? There's tons of characters that can beat tanks. Hopefully they prioritize more support and more tanks. But that being said, even though there are way too many DPS characters, that doesn't change the fact that even when you're solo queuing, you can see what everybody's picking. Ultimately, it is your choice. If you see everybody's running a DPS and you choose to run a DPS, you're gonna lose. Pick a fucking tank, bruh, and tell somebody to hop on the goddamn healer. That's your fault. Just back out or some shit. I don't know. There's no way around that. One way around they could do is they need to add locking into roles in quick play. I'm gonna assume it's in ranked. I don't know. I haven't played a ranked. Is it in their chat? I don't know. I don't want to be wrong about that. But they need to add that, like people picking roles to lock people in. In a roll queue. Yeah, a roll queue. Yeah, shout out to Behemoth Prime with the sub.
Rough out here. So
they need to add.
Real ass nigga for
it's
that.
annoying that it's not there, but the good thing is that's a quick fix, I feel like. So hopefully they'll get that soon. Otherwise, it's going to piss a lot of people off and make people quit. I think another problem is that post beta, people thought there'd be more tanks and healers. No, that's real. That's real. That's what we were saying. They need more. I figured Sabretooth would be released alongside Wolverine to be a tank. That'd be cool. The only thing about Sabretooth is how do you make him different from Wolverine? Because they're similar characters. Like, what abilities would he have? As long as you can still change characters within that role, that sounds like a plan. Something like that. Give it time. Give it time. Season 0. Hopefully they figure it out. Otherwise, the game will die just like anything else. I think that could be a skin then. The problem is, I guess. The problem is what's the name's way taller. Well, everybody's taller than Wolverine. Sabretooth. Do you think they can implement a quick play mode where you stick to a class before you make a match? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. They need to do something like that in there. Yeah, I thought there was going to put more healers. They just added one from the beta. I think what happened with this game is they got too excited and they were looking on social media at what everybody wanted. And everybody's like, oh, we need Wolverine, Johnny Storm, we need Blade. And everybody's naming all these cool damage characters. And they didn't take a step back and say, hey, maybe we should balance this a little bit. And I literally said this yesterday. If this game dies, it's because of a lack of balance. This is a case where I think maybe they actually listen to the community a little too much. Yes, Marvel's full of really cool dueling type of characters. But the most important thing about a multiplayer video game for sustainability is balance. So it's fun for everybody. Sabretooth uses guns in the comics. Sometimes maybe they give him one. Okay, that could work. Yeah, I don't know too much about his character. They got caught up having a good time making shit. Yeah, pretty much. almost like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They just put a bunch of cool, fun characters in the game. That shit is totally unbalanced, though. You could also reconfigure characters, though, because I wouldn't expect Cap to be a tank. I feel that. Yeah, it was a bit of a reach with him being a tank. He'd probably be more of a duelist brawler type, but it works because of his shield. I thought that Wolverine would be a tank. He's actually really squishy. If they didn't want, like, one way Wolverine could have been a tank is like if they didn't want to give him like auto healing, give him, because Venom can heal when you hit his E. Give him the E too. Let him auto heal and have a cooldown on it, basically. Something like that. Like I said, 18 DPS is 8 tanks and 7 healers is insane. We need Cyclops. Pew, 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 pew. Jean Grey could be a healer. If they make Jean Grey a healer, they would have to add Phoenix in there as a duelist. Because I feel like more people would want Phoenix. Fuck that, Venom can heal. I didn't know he could heal, but apparently he can. I think whatever. And then last but not least, all Marvel Rival codes and how to redeem them. Matter of fact, I need to redeem these bitches. I'm just gonna drop this in the chat. If you want some of these skins, here they go. Some free skins. I'm dropping the link in the chat. Phoenix Force is what gives the healing, so she would need to be the Phoenix to be a healer then. We need Luke Cage as a tank. Yeah. We need Luke Cage to be a tank. And anytime he encounters a baddie, like he sees Storm on the battlefield, he'd be like, you want some hot coffee, shorty?